So the timing is perfect for this too, because we have upcoming our Enrolled Actuaries Conference. And in that conference, there'll be two general sessions that relate to what we're going to talk about today. So one of them is on AI, and you're one of the panelists for that AI general session. And then we also have an ethics general session, which you're also going to be a panelist on. So I could not find a better person to talk about the confluence of both ethics and AI, which is the theme and the topic for my presidential written blog as well this month. So please check that out after you watch this video. So welcome to discuss some things related to AI and ethics.
Thanks for having me.
So let's just start with some general thoughts about, firstly, why would ethics and AI, what do they have to do with each other? AI is just computer systems, right? You type in 5 + 3, it says 8. If it says 7, it's probably unethical. So I know that's kind of a simplistic view of this, and I know many of us are familiar already with AI and a lot of the potential issues, but if you could talk a little bit about what concerns we have with ethics and AI.
Yeah. First, AI obviously is on the forefront of being developed. It's very, very new. And if you fast forward the world and think back to when AI started, we're still very much in the infancy stage. And I think because of that, everything is happening so quickly that, there is a lot of guardrails that we need to kind of put in place and think about how potentially it could be unethical for usage of AI or even the output of AI, right? And you can have, as someone who's coding it and writing it, the ones behind the scenes coming up with the language, right? That, every step of the way, it could be with the best intention. You might not input any data that is unethical, but you might have outputs coming out of the model that is unethical because, data could be used, even though you're not capturing specific parts of data, it could be a proxy for something else. And, AI models sometimes hallucinate too and create data that wasn't intended to be created, and it outputs that. So that process in and of itself could introduce unethical behavior or results, so to speak. But then there's also the user part of it, right? So once results come out of the AI model, it could be, good data, and then the user could use that data that comes out of it in unethical behavior, or not do some checks on it and then use it. And that itself can be unethical. So for example, you had said a simple math problem, right? That should yield a very specific number. But if you have ever tried inputting or asking ChatGPT, for example, a more complex, mathematical question, right? Inputting a mathematical formula in there, it doesn't necessarily give you the right answer. And if someone who wants to know, the square root of some number with 5 decimal places or something like that, and just takes whatever comes out of the model and doesn't check it, that could cause some unethical results too.